Okay, boys. Check the crates and load the truck. Harry, is that you?
It's me.
I thought you were dead.
Hey, what's with the Asiatics?
Oh, you want to move merchandise on unregistered trucks? They're the people to see. But they make me nervous. They all carry 45s.
Well, I like the way they hustle.
The thing that you like is that they're short.
Come on, Eric, come on.
Don't shoot it!
Come on, Eric, get out of here. Move! Go down, all of them. Get your hands in the air. Move!
This is the second deal this month we've had busted. I don't like the trend that's developing. Sid?
The merchandise in cash, which is now in police custody, represents a loss to Steelgrave Enterprises at just over 300,000.
I gotta buy plots for 2 of my men.
Personnel can be replaced, yes?
Proves what I've always said. We live in an uncertain world.
Is that so? Well, I'm certain that there were only 4 of us who knew those computers were gonna be moved. And I'm certain that the cops don't use a Ouija board as standard equipment. All of which leaves me to be certain that one of us in this room is leaking like the Titanic. One of us is working for the cops. And since the 300 large came out of my pocket, I'm not a leading contender.
What's the matter, Sid? You don't like my tie or what?
Despite the hail of gunfire, you managed to escape through a rear exit that just happened to be open. To what do you attribute that?
Prayer.
Mr. Terranova spent 18 months in a federal penitentiary. My point is that besides his criminal record, we know very little about him.
Yeah, but we know that your strings get pulled by Patrice in New York, so my vote is you blew in the deal.
Nobody's interested in the opinion of the hired help.
Think about it, Sonny. If our deal goes bad, who's better off for it? Patrice, he's been waiting to make his move on you. And since in his pocket, he's the guy you gotta worry about, not me.
I gotta worry about everybody.
No. You're wrong, Sonny. You don't have to worry about me anymore. If you prove I did it and you want me in the corner at 3 in the morning, I'll leave my number with your secretary.
I hope you're just not blowing smoke, Sidney. The inhalation can kill you.
What's this? What do you think you're doing?
Suits are in the bedroom. Maybe they'll fit your next hired hand.
They're yours, Vinnie.
You paid for them.
Talk to Sid.
And well, Sid ain't the point. Everything you asked me to do, I did for you. And even some things you didn't have to ask. And it wasn't for the money or the clothes of this art gallery you got me shacked up in. Sid ain't the point, Sonny. It's you. It's you and me.
I feel like a side of beef. Everybody's trying to hack off their favorite cut. Patrice in New York, Mahoney down in Philly. I got that snake sitting in the office where my brother used to be. I'm fighting for my life here. Come on.
Sid's gonna come down on me hard. Keep me alive, Sonny.
We keep each other alive.
I could walk past you again, but I'm starting to wear out the carpet. Karen Leland.
How you doing? I'm Vinnie Terranova.
Yes, I know.
So you worked here long?
I'm a fundraiser for the City Ballet Company. I've been trying to convince Mr. Royce to become a corporate sponsor.
Oh, yeah? Well, good luck.
Our season opens Thursday night. Would you like to come? We're doing Giselle.
Giselle?
Your favorite, right?
Oh, yeah. Never miss it.
I'll leave a ticket for you at the box office. If you can make it, great.
Okay.
That's a bird from the ballet?
Yeah.
She could take the sting out of being cultured.
Yeah, this is Sailor Hardware. Mike Terranova speaking. What can I do you for?
Agent 4587, day code. Style section 726. Ident procedure, cellulite, thighs, hips.
Oh, that sounds like my ex. How you doing, Vinnie?
I wanted McPike to take some telephoto shots of the computer deal last night, but that's all I wanted him to do. Didn't you get him the message?
Word for word, son. Did it go down wrong?
Yeah, we got busted. Now Sonny's putting me on the grill. Tell Frank I want to meet him tonight at 10 o'clock.
Where do you want to meet?
At the old amusement park by the river. I'll meet him by the roller coaster.
He'll be there. He won't like it, but he'll be there.
Boo.
Frank,
No cotton candy?
why did you bust us last night?
I didn't. I was up on a roof playing Shutterbug. I didn't know those units are gonna roll.
If neither one of us blew in the deal, it had to have been Sid Royce.
Why?
I want to make Sonny look bad with New York. Maybe gets him to think I'm dirty at the same time. Unless it was a local operation all the way.
Then who tipped them?
Maybe they got a wire or somebody under. I don't know. This is their turf.
That turf is any donut joint that gives freebies. And when it comes to undercover work, these guys are strictly lightweights.
Yeah, suppose they want to move up in class. I'm the guy that's going to take the fall. Now, what I want you to do is have a heart-to-heart with Yates and find out what the hell's going on.
I don't like Yates. I worry about a police chief that wants to be mayor as bad as he does.
I'm sure he thinks very highly of you, too, Frank. Now, just talk to him, will you, please? I'll shadow Royce.
You're not a street cop. What are you gonna do if Steel Gray finds you tailing Royce?
I think I'm doing him a favor.
All right. I'll be in touch. Thanks for a wonderful evening.
My pleasure, Frank.
I don't want to spend all night here. Go over the place one more time and we're gone.
You break it, you bought it.
Just stand nice and still, like a good boy. We're almost through. Down and spread him.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, give my best to Sid, will you?
So what'd you find out?
In his place? Nothing. But Tommy's still got the PI gig working. He went through the computer this afternoon just for a look-see. Terranova's got driver's licenses all up and down the East Coast.
So what?
One's from Virginia, with a Quantico address.
So what are you saying? He's a Marine?
You should be so lucky. Quantico's where they train federal agents. Carmine says if New York puts the squeeze on you, there's always room for you with us in Miami.
Tell Carmine thanks. But I didn't build this town up from the swamps to get squeezed out by anybody.
Yeah, what is it?
Throw on a pair of pants, Vinnie. There's a cab waiting for you downstairs.
What? Where are we going? Sonny?
Yeah, this is Mike Terranova. What do you want?
Uncle Mike, it's Vinnie. Something's come up. I won't be able to make it for breakfast this morning.
Well, that's too bad. Listen, you ought to give us a rain check or Aunt Cecilia's gonna be real upset.
Yeah, tell her I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. I'll call you when I can.
But not at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Get in.
So he wanted me here, and I'm here. Is there a story or what?
You look nervous, Vincent.
Yeah, all right, I'm a little nervous. Harry told me you get these calls in the middle of the night means one of two things. Either getting a promotion or a hollow point in the head.
Harry's got more brains in his hump than most guys got in their whole body. You never know about those phone calls. Could also mean I found out you blew us in on that computer deal. It's the uncertainty of it all that makes those little hairs stand up in the back of your neck. Harry was right about that, too. We do live in an uncertain world. So how's things in Quantico, Vinnie? Quantico, town, Virginia?
I know.
I know you know. What I don't know is what a guy from New Jersey who just spent a year and a half in the joint is doing with a driver's license from Virginia.
Who told you about that?
I got friends in low places.
Yeah? Well, not low enough. They should have told you why I was in the joint in the first place. I was running bootleg smokes out of Carolina. I had driver's licenses from every state in the South and half of New England. One cop pulls you over, you flash in Mississippi. Another cop, you show him Virginia.
You could have picked any town in Virginia. Why Quantico?
My Georgia license is from Macon. What difference does it make?
The difference, Vincent, is that that's where they train vets.
Are you telling me that's what this is about?
That's it. Exactly.
So give me your wallet. Come on, I'm not gonna steal your cash. Give. If you're planning on dropping me, consider this my last request. All right, what do you got here? A lot of plastic, Social Security. What's this? Membership to a private dining club in D.C. And here's another one. To an athletic club also in our nation's capital, which shows your address as 735 K Street Northwest. Yeah, but Sonny, you live in Jersey.
I spend a lot of time there when I get subpoenaed.
That may be. But this could also mean you live in another life. Maybe that subpoena was just a show for the newspapers. Maybe the Justice Department's got you shacked up in this place so you could sing them sweet songs about the organization. So you'll walk, and the rest of us will get hung up on meat hooks.
You look tired, Vincent. We better take you home.
Yeah.
You want a drink?
No, I don't want to drink. What do I got to do for you, Sonny? What does it take to prove to you? You want me to kill for you again?
I want you to be willing to die for me.
I come real close. Every day.
Morning, Yates. It's 7:15, McPike. I didn't think your heart started pumping till 10.
Yeah, well, the early worm catches the bird and all that.
I told you on the phone. The only thing you federal types have any business knowing is that my department killed that computer deal and grabbed $100,000 in cash.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a cookie. Now, let me tell you something, Chief Yates. The only thing you local types have any business knowing is that there's a federal investigation going on.
Do I have to hear once more how the OCB is going to deal Sonny Steelgrave the blow from which he'll never recover? You amaze me, Frank. Truly. After all these years, you still believe in the fantasy that Steelgrave and his paisans can be taken down. And that it matters.
Well, we all have our dreams, Yates. You dream about sitting behind a big desk at City Hall, and I want to see this investigation through.
What do you have? A couple of wires, a bug in Sonny's bedroom? Gives you nothing.
That's because every time your local mole makes a nickel and dime bust, they sweep themselves clean, and we have to start from scratch. You remember Tom Sweeney? Tom Sweeney was chief up in Bayonne until he started playing hardball with one of our operations. Now I understand he's a night watchman at the Meadowlands.
You just made an on-the-record threat to a chief of police.
Nah, that wasn't a threat. But if you don't pull that mole, I'm going to use my federal badge to make sure even the Meadowlands won't hire you. That's a threat.
Morning. Breakfast. Where would you like me to place this, sir?
Why not try the table?
Will there be anything else, sir?
No.
Thank you, sir.
What are
you doing?
This place probably has more bugs than a cheap motel.
I check for bugs every morning, Frank. Are you nuts coming down here? If you get made, I go down.
Don't you think I know that? You went on a meet last night without authorization. You could have been made.
Yeah, but if I didn't go, Sonny would have known I was dirty. I just bluffed my way through it.
You got a car downstairs around the corner on Iowa. You don't pack, you walk out of here like you're going for a newspaper.
What?
I'm closing down your program. Yates knew about the computer deal because he has a guy on the inside.
He told you that?
I made like I know. He didn't even flinch.
Frank, you can't pull me out now.
Now may be the only chance I have. If this local mole keeps blowing deals, Steelgrave's gonna go over your cover with a microscope. The seams are gonna show. I don't want you to become the poster child for rigor mortis. Not on my watch, anyway.
All right, what if I turn out the mall?
We're supposed to bring down Steelgrave, not a local cop.
Frank, I'm in deeper than anybody's ever been. It may take you 6 months or a year to get anybody as close to him as I've been. Maybe never. If you pull me out now, you might as well go fishing, because hunting season is over on Sonny Steelgrave. Now give me a week.
2 days.
5.
3.
Hey, Vincent, come on. I'm waiting for you downstairs in the lobby over 10 minutes. What are you on, deaf?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sonny. I was just trying to straighten out this knot over here. Hey, look, I told you, scrambled eggs, not poached. I wanted grapefruit juice, not orange, and wheat toast. They didn't want a bagel. Other than that, you were perfect.
Yes, sir. I'll bring your breakfast up immediately.
Hey, forget about it. I'm gonna take him out for breakfast. Here, go.
Well, thank you, sir.
Sonny, you gotta do something about this room service. It's terrible.
I'll get right on it.
Come on, let's go. Hurry up. I want to get out of here. Come on.
Thank you. Hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, a pretty swanky crowd, huh?
Don't let the clothes fool you. I saw 4 of them stick gum under their seats. So, how'd you like the first act?
That was pretty good, but Giselle died. Does your boyfriend have to go solo the rest of the way now, or what?
I don't want to spoil it for you.
You don't have to worry about that. Sid'll do it for me.
Ah, a glittering event, Miss Leland. I'd like you to meet my wife, Allison, darling. Karen Leland. I've mentioned her work for the ballet.
I've been so looking forward to meeting you. It's a breathtaking performance, worthy of Lincoln Center.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
How you doing, Mr. Royce? I'm Vinnie Terranova. Nice to see you, Sid.
I'm sure Steelgrave Enterprises would be honored to become a corporate sponsor.
Well, that's wonderful, Mr. Royce. Thank you.
A very generous sponsor. Mm-hmm. Shall we, darling?
So nice to have met you.
Nice to meet you. I don't think Sid likes me too much. But I think it's something I can live with. Thank you.
So, I started taking classes when I was 3. I couldn't even tie my toe shoes. Madame Spinskaya. Stretch out the lines. You're supposed to look like swan, not goose. I was going to dance on all the great stages of Europe. That dream ended when I contracted an incurable disease.
What?
It was puberty.
Oh.
Patient recovered, but the dancer died. See, when you're 5'2", you can be a prima ballerina. When you're 5'5", you can dance at the back of the stage. When you're 5'7", you can be a fundraiser.
Well, you must be pretty good at it if you get anything out of Royce.
Well, it's like any other business. You have to know your client. His favorite color, food, anything that can give you an edge.
So what's Sid's favorite color?
Beige.
How come I'm not surprised?
Well, say I was trying to get money out of you. What would be the most important thing for me to know?
Well, my favorite color is, I don't know, red, and then I'm broke.
Not if you work for Sonny Steelgrave. I hear he's a very generous employer.
Yeah, he treats me pretty good.
He must like you. Not hard to understand. What is it you do, exactly?
A little of this, a little of that, you know. Keeps me busy.
Too busy to have dinner, say, tomorrow?
No. It isn't that late.
I've got a big day. I want to present my proposal to Royce. But we do have dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah.
know, Sonny thinks making Harry a courier is a brilliant idea. Mm-hmm. $250,000 in the hands of that old tubercular... Now, look, I'm rather concerned about this. Keep me informed. Darling, business is concluded for the day.
It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't your wife mind you keeping an apartment in the city?
Well, Allison and I have found that to coexist peacefully, we must coexist separately. Except on some public occasions, yes? My robe is beautiful.
As soon as I saw the color, I knew it was you.
Come here.
So what time should I come to the office?
Oh, about 11:30. Perhaps we can sneak out for a bite.
Maybe even lunch.
See you in the shower.
Morning, Mr. Royce. Let me get your gift.
Pike called me at 4 in the morning. Then he showed up here just after the crack of dawn. He'd never have done that unless he has a man under. This could complicate things for us, so don't take any unnecessary...
I want out, Donald. Now.
We're close. Karen, we're close to bringing Sonny Steelgrave down.
Then do it.
We don't have enough to tie the knot.
When?
Soon. That's why your work is so important.
My work. The kind of work I do, women get arrested every night.
You're a police officer on special assignment.
Say it in English, Donald. I'm a whore for the department.
It was understood that you'd do what was necessary in order to develop the information. You can get to Royce in ways that we can't.
I wake up in the morning feeling like if I scraped my skin completely off, I still wouldn't be clean.
How clean do you think you feel when you put a gun 3 feet from someone's head and pull the trigger?
What's that supposed to mean?
That there can be worse things than what you are doing. Richard Abramson, white male, 37. Freelance writer doing a series of magazine pieces on the Steelgrave organization's intrusion into the vending machine business in the state of New Jersey. 3 days ago, he went to start his car. There wasn't enough left of him to put in his shoebox. Karen, I can't order you to continue. I can't. I don't even have the right to ask. All I can do is hope that your commitment to bringing down Sonny Steelgrave is strong enough to keep you going. For just a little while longer.
Marty, I know you tried to bring him up with the right values, but if the kid don't want to run numbers, there's nothing you can do about it.
Listen, I gotta go. My accountant just walked in. Looks like he broke his calculator.
Well, the police have taken Harry into custody.
And the money?
And the money.
Who got him? Uniforms or plainclothesmen?
Both. They erected a roadblock on the turnpike. Now, if you'll remember, I advised that we not use Harry to transport the money.
Harry was the perfect suitcase. But somebody was watching him and knew when to grab him. Damn it, Sid, it had to come from the inside.
Well, the OCB's been harassing you ever since you opened the casino doors. I mean, they've probably got listening devices in every room.
We have the place debugged once a week.
There is, one way to find out who's breaching security. I assume you're familiar with the OCB's man in the city.
Frank McPike. I never had the pleasure.
My suggestion would be to abduct him, extract the necessary information, and then dispose of him. Mm-hmm.
Is that what they taught you in business school? You knock off an OCB field supervisor, they'll bring so much heat down on you, you look like a briquette.
I'm not advocating the use of our own people. We could bring in outside help to do the
No,
job.
no. We lay low for a while. Even if it means I gotta debug this place every day, we lay low. We don't touch McPike. It's not just bad business, it's plain stupid, Sid, and you know it. So instead of screwing things up further, why don't you call Ketchel and bail Harry out? No. We leave McPike alone.
Hey, I'm about to go into the lion's den. I'd love a good luck kiss. You wanna step into a closet somewhere?
You'll do okay.
I wore red.
I thought Sid's color was beige. But can't you make up your mind who you're working on? You think Royce was serious about taking down McPike?
You ever see him fooling around?
You considering it?
I'd like to see McPike walking around with a new mouth. We cut him.
I don't know, Sonny. You take down McPike, especially after the bust in the warehouse and them snatching Harry. The feds are gonna be all over us with everything they got.
I like the way you think, Vinnie. That's what I told Sid. Yeah. I get any healthier, I'm gonna drop dead.
Yes, We'll take him to the laundry, see what comes out in the rinse. If he's uncooperative, call the electrician. But if he does talk, you make sure he's well enough to inform his people that Mr. S was responsible. I'm sorry, darling. It couldn't be helped. Well, we still have a little time, yes?
Did you get anything on Karen Leland?
Yeah, she's a fundraiser for the City Ballet Company. Her family bleeds the blue juice. Real social register types.
You better get a hold of McPike. Tell him Sid Royce might be trying to get...
Come on, Vinnie, let's go. I'm starving, man. Come on.
Yeah, and Paris Red across the board in the 6, all right? Yeah, thanks.
I'm telling you, Vinnie, those nags will eat you alive.
Nah, I got a great tip in a paddock yesterday.
The only thing I got out of the paddock, I gotta scrape off the bottom of my shoes. Let's go.
Say, pal, you know the way to Grover Street? I'm not real good with directions, Frank. Why don't you get in the car and show me?
Dad! Dad!
Who's your mole, Frank?
Tell us the name. You go for another swim.
You know, chubby, I'm lucky I got a drip-dry suit.
Okay, bring him up.
Now we'll ask you again.
Item procedure. Vinegar, ribs, pepper.
Vinnie, we got a bad situation.
Get a hold of McPike as fast as you can. Royce, maybe send in some guys to...
Vinnie, listen to me. There's no telling Frank anything. He's been grabbed. Now, the RD wants to pull you in case they force Frank to give you up.
Isn't he sending somebody after him?
That I don't know. But here's another flash. That background check on Karen Leland was very definitely wrong. Her real name's Karen Malloy. She's Atlantic City Police. Gold badge.
Thanks.
Hey, I've been wondering...
Save it.
What are you doing?
I know the drill, Karen. You're a local cop and you're under.
Are you out of your...
You've been pillow talking Royce. I saw you come out of his place. Now, I am with the OCB and I am under deep cover. Now, because of the deals that you blew in, your boyfriend Sid just grabbed my mother hen and he's gonna try to make him give me up. Believe me, Karen, if I was really working with Sonny, you'd be dead by now. Now, where's McPike?
I don't know.
Karen.
I don't know.
Think, Karen. Now, maybe Sid didn't say anything to you directly. It could have been a phone call, maybe something that you overheard him say to somebody else. Or maybe he didn't say anything about the grab at all. Did he mention something about holding somebody someplace, like in a junkyard or a warehouse?
A laundry. He was on the phone. He said, bring him to the laundry and see what comes out in the rinse.
Well, which laundry? There could be 100
Where are we going?
To the docks. Anybody knows who's got that laundry, it's Harry.
I'll drive.
You're not working this one.
We're both cops, Vinnie. I'm working.
Steelgrave doesn't care how long we keep at this, Frank. So do yourself a favor and give us the name.
Yeah, what name is that?
We got a man coming. The electrician. And what he can show you about the wonders of modern science, you don't want to see.
That's what I'm saying. The great common denominators of people everywhere. Death, exactas, and dirty laundry.
Didn't Sonny and Patrice get into it?
Back in Shy, Scarface and O'Banion knocked off half each other's muscle over the issue of laundry.
Wasn't Sonny trying to corner the market in Atlantic City, though?
Except Patrice wouldn't let him. That's why Pat the cat let Sonny have the little ones and kept the biggest for himself. How come you are so fascinated with the subject?
Harry, you're always telling me to learn more about the business. Now, which laundry did Patrice keep for himself?
Now, you've probably seen it, that monster on Decatur and Fifth.
All right, thanks, Harry. I'll see you later.
As I understand it, gentlemen, the point is to extract information, not life itself. Roll up his sleeves. Attach this to the power source. You remain conscious the whole time. The pain will be excruciating. You'll feel as if your entire body is being torn open, inch by inch.
Yeah? Well, don't sugarcoat it.
Tell them what they want to know.
I never planned for it to happen. We needed the information.
So sleeping with Sid was part of the job description, huh?
No. No, the job description was make him vulnerable, win his trust, then take him down. Sound familiar?
We're not doing the same thing.
We're going after the same result, so we trade away a part of ourselves, and if you don't think you've done it, think again. But that really isn't it, is it? Sex. I'm a woman, and I use sex to unlock someone's secrets. If I were a man, I'd be James Bond.
You playing 007 with me, too, and you thought I was on Sonny's payroll?
That's the way it started. Okay, I admit it. It's dirty and sleazy, and I'll never tell my mother. But I thought you, of all people, would at least try to understand. I hated every second of it. But what I hated even more was the idea that it could get easy. That I could find enough reasons so I wouldn't hate it quite so much the next time. That I traded away so much of myself that there wasn't anything left.
This will localize the addition of voltage. The effect will be to heighten the intensity and, unfortunately, the level of discomfort will increase.
The guy you're trying to protect, think about him real good. Think he'd go through this for you.
Attach that to those contacts at the terminal.
It's Vinnie. Frank? Karen!
I'm right here.
Oh, Vinnie. Do me a favor. Don't ask if I'm okay.
Frank, I gotta ask you something. Am I okay? Did you get me up?
No, Vinnie. I was never good at small talk.
Hey, Vinny, pull up your tutu and get a load of this. She was a cop. All that ballet stuff was a cover. Next one comes around looking for a corporate donation is gonna get an express ride down the elevator shaft.
Oh, you've seen it already?
Yep.
Well, fortunately for us, I've had a certain payroll clerk at City Hall on a weekly stipend. It seems Miss Leland was cashing police department checks.
Fear dead, Sidney.
Their fears are well-founded. Two gentlemen from Boston did an excellent job. Yes?
Sidney, you cast aspersions on Vinnie's character. You accused him of disloyalty. I think you owe him an apology. Don't you?
I apologize.
Hope you didn't give her that donation. I'm telling you, Vinnie, culture can be a dangerous thing.
I called it, didn't I? That story in the paper was just a plant. Yates said he was going to relocate her down south. They printed the story just to cover the move, right?
She was supposed to leave Florida 3 days ago with a couple of Yates's men.
She never showed, Vinnie.